It's your boy Fresh Who here with my dog Bobby B. This is episode 7 of the Don't Mind Me podcast.
Sir.
And today we got a special guest in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the OGs, the homies. You know what I'm saying? East End's finest.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? You know,
wow.
my homie Mike P. What's the deal, baby? What's the deal?
OG.
We here, man. I'm here.
What's up?
You know, and just to give a little bit of insight on, again, why you may be here, why it's important for you to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I said, you've always been the guy, great insight, the OG of the crew, man. And I feel like it's important for real to get like perspectives from older people.
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say you.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm older. It's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Like I said, but you always had like great opinions and great outlooks on things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So how you feeling, bro? What's the deal, man?
Man, feeling great. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I can't complain about nothing, man. Life is good.
Yeah, man.
Everything is great. I
That's
can't complain,
beautiful,
man.
Hell yeah.
You
Hell
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, you just told us you get married soon, man.
Yeah, I get married August 31st, man. It's my queen,
Congrats,
so,
bro.
you know.
Congrats, man.
I appreciate it. You know, I'm just, man.
Play out the game.
Yeah, I'm out there, man. My shit in the rafters now. You
Hey.
know? My shit is in the rafters, so.
How is it? Shit, we can just dive right into that.
Sure,
right?
go
Like,
for it.
how is it? I guess talk about married life or engagement life in today's society as a black man in America.
Yeah.
What you experienced and things like that. Because you just had a baby not too long
I
ago.
did
too.
have a child. My daughter is a year now, maybe a year and a couple weeks, actually.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
nice.
Yeah, her birthday was April 5th.
Okay, dope, man.
Dang, okay,
That's-
mine's A.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
word. So, you know, yeah.
She's paying already.
Hey,
man.
That's right, I know, right?
Aries gang, yeah,
Taurus, you dig? So, I mean, it's not really like a lot has changed. Me and my lady are very grounded. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just try to be making sure that I'm the leader of the family. Just making sure I'm prepared.
Yeah, man.
Before I even decided to get with her, I had to make sure I had everything in line for myself.
Yeah.
Love myself, having to be accountable for myself and my actions, so I was ready to receive her when God put her in my path. You dig? So that's the biggest thing I looked at is like the self-preservation. I had to really do work on myself first.
That's real.
But sometimes it's like different aspects you run into with argument. You don't argue forever, I feel like.
Sure.
yeah,
Nah,
You
that's-
know,
that comes with it.
Yeah,
That
you
comes
can be
with
in love, you can, but
Yeah.
man, I realized it's never gonna stop. You gotta try to fight to stay on the same page. You know, try to fight to always make sure that you're not trying to be right, but just try to make sure that you're trying to get to the right solution with her.
I got you.
You know, so that's the biggest thing that helped me out for real. It's like we're not gonna argue longer than 5 minutes.
Right.
You know, we're gonna figure out, okay, we're gonna either agree to disagree, and we just moving on
Yeah. That's
for the
real.
most part.
It's so funny, right? Because that's a great segue to one of my questions, right? I seen a post, right, talking about, before I even continue, I'm assuming that your fiance is black. She's
Yes, Black Queen, yes, for sure.
beautiful. So I
Yeah,
seen a post, right? I seen a post, right, and it was basically talking about how women have been organizing these dating events. Right?
Okay.
Single black women have been coming together and they've been organizing dating events, and they've been seeing that like when they get there that no men show up.
Wow.
No,
That's crazy.
Specifically, no black, because of course they're not targeting, but they're aiming it to
Yeah.
the black black men or whatever.
Got you.
No black men are showing up to these events.
Wow.
So the conclusion that they were drawing was that black men are losing interest in black women. How you
I mean,
feel?
to me personally, I don't think that's the case. From the black men I speak to, they're definitely looking for black women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's a disconnect of us just being in certain spaces together. Like you can have an event, but did you include a black man in the event coordination? Like so,
That's a good-
that's the
that's a
key.
good-
Like so, are you where black men are at, or you just getting with your homegirls and just saying, hey, I want to team up and do all these things, but you're not including black men in the conversation. So again, you're not going to have that black man perspective to galvanize where we gonna be at, or because other black men gonna invite other black men.
No, that's a fact. That's a
You know?
fact. That's a fact.
Hey, bro, it's a bunch of females.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that are single. You single. Let's go see what they talking about. So
Yeah, I think he brought up a good point too. I was talking to Bobby about this, and he was just saying kind of what you said too.
Yeah.
Depends on where you at. You know what I'm
Where you
saying?
at,
like
bro.
like the region, because I ain't gonna hold you. We live in Richmond. We live in Virginia. I haven't really seen a bunch of women throwing a dating event. Like,
Nah,
and
it's not gonna happen.
And I'm gonna be honest. if I did see that, I know a bunch of niggas that would be there.
Yeah, easily.
Front and center,
Front and
like,
ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to shoot their shot.
Nigga, let Vagabond throw something like that right now.
It's gonna be up.
Just jumping.
Up.
Yeah, so
Hippodrome, all that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Come on, man. But
And I think that's the thing, though. I think that it's just too many narratives. The people live on the internet too much. Like, we got to get back into the real world, get the fuck off the internet, and really go meet women, go talk to women. You know, it's a bunch of single women out here, like you just said. You know, and I think they're qualified. You know, but you just got to get to the point where you're ready to receive that.
Nah, that's
you
real.
know, a lot of them been hurt, a lot of them been abused, beat on, all type of stuff that we as men have no clue that have transpired before us.
Right.
You know, so yeah, man, shoot your shot like Kobe shit.
R.I.P. Cole, bro.
Shoot that
Nah,
shot, man.
RP to GO.A.T, man. Bean.
sure.
RP my dog Bean.
For sure.
Black Mamba.
Right. I seen another joint, right, talking about you know, social media and marriage, right? So I have this theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I have a theory. I feel like most successful people that I know that have a successful marriage, they both aren't active on social media.
I agree.
Either one is, you know, doing something or whatever, and one is either completely off the grid, not on social, or they're both just kind of like moderately active. They're not both trying to be influencers. They're not both like, I feel like social media is kind of a it could be a detriment to a relationship.
It could be because it depends on what you're on there for.
Yeah.
If you on there, you know, to be talking to women, or you on there to be liking a bunch of, you know, Jones pages, it's like you put yourself in a situation where you don't really want to be at.
Right.
Stay focused on your lady. I tell them all the time, if you with your lady, stay focused on what she's doing, her needs, her wants. You know, stay like I got a young child, so I ain't really have time to really post and be as active as I used to be. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I pop on every now and then, say a few words and get up off it. But yeah, my focus again, I stay focused.
Yeah.
On what's important to you. That's what I look at. Like
That's
my
real.
children are important. My child, my wife is important. My fiance, and that's what I focus on. My job, my kids that I work with. That's my focus. So
And
I wake up every morning, look at myself in the mirror, and say, "Yo, this is what you gotta do today. Be accountable. Be a man.
Yeah,
You know, stand on your square, so to speak."
Nah, that's real.
So is your fiance on social media a lot, or is she also
Not really.
Yeah.
Like she's on there every now and then. She posts pictures of my daughter. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, she used to have a shameless plug. She has a earring business called the Purple Hanger.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
plug that. Yeah.
Yeah, Purple Hanger on
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, that
Nice.
to me, she was active at that point in time. But once we had our child, she's a stay-at-home mom, so she don't work. So at the end of the day, you know, that's her focus in making sure our child is good and you know, reading books and education. You know, all those different things that come with being a mother and motherhood. So when I get home, my job is just give her a break and relief. That's it. So I have to like sit in the car for like 10 minutes and muster up the energy.
Facts.
You know, you have to.
No bullshit.
You have to. No
Nah,
bullshit.
nah,
Like
no
I work hard, so because when my daughter comes to the door, she want to see dad. She don't want to
100%.
see some tired dude been, you know,
Yeah,
grinding
yeah.
all day. No, she want to see the energetic. I pick her up in the air, running around, you know. So all those things. That means you gotta take naps.
100%. Yeah.
As an older man, like I take naps now. You dig? So yeah, anytime she sleep, I'm taking a nap myself. You dig?
Yeah. As a man, you know, who's found their queen, found the person who, you know, I'm sure you feel like you would spend the rest of your life with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for sure.
saying? What do you think? Let's back up, right? There's a video of a man asking a woman, "Hey, would you date a man who felt like he was the prize?"
I mean, I do feel like I'm a prize.
Now, most of the women he asked said no. No, they wouldn't because they feel like they are the prize, right?
I think we're both are prizes at the end of the day. Like, why does a man have to lessen himself? That's why I said self-preservation is so important. I'm not gonna bring myself down to make you feel better about you. I think you're a prize. I think I'm a prize.
What do you think makes someone a prize, man or woman?
I think that to me, it's a qualification. Like, you really went through the steps to make yourself a better person. Like, communication-wise, financially, you know, spirituality. Like, you're just in a different category than most the average person that you would meet on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I met my lady, like, she had her own house, own car, you know, since she's a nurse. So at the end of the day, she's in my mind, she's in a certain criteria. She listens, she's respectful, you know, she get back to the homeless. So like that, in my mind, like, okay, I got to step my game up. I got to get better with certain things. So to match her level, to be equally yoked. That's why I said, I think we're both the prize. You just got to look at it from that perspective. There's no one person's bigger or better than the other.
Right.
If you're trying to come together as one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't compete with my lady. Like, what we doing?
Nah, that's facts.
I think at our era right now, we kind of like stuck in between like the traditional ways of doing things versus this new 50-50. Oh, the girl, she's the independent one handling the business and all that. Like, I think that's kind of like messing up like what our generation is kind of going through as far as trying to like settle down and date, because that's what they're looking for. Like, they're like trying to find somebody that's going to pay all the bills, that's going to take care of everything, but they still want to go out, they still want to travel. They, you know what I mean? Like,
it don't work that way.
They want both.
Yeah, you have to have a fine median on what you have like a fine definition on what you want. You know, that's why we had a talk early on. Like, okay, you gonna be a stay-at-home mom? She said, yeah. You know, I'm like, okay, well, I'll pick up a couple jobs to make sure things go well.
Right.
But when I get home, it's something that I expect.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that it's a surprise that you expect. Again, my lady knows exactly who I am, so we've already had these conversations. So if I talk to you about these things and you like, nah, then
Right.
then we not on the same page. So it's not. I'm not saying that I'm surprising you with like we've already had these talks before. So I feel you, deal. Like I feel like that most of the time, you know, women say they want something, but they're not willing to cover their end of the of the stick.
Fact. Yeah. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times women don't. A lot of women don't know or been on another woman's wing to understand what it is to be a woman in the first place.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, so those traits they've lost it over time. Just like we've lost certain things over time.
Yeah.
We got to get back to those old school values. You know, and I don't see nothing wrong with women traveling. My lady, she's free to do whatever she want to do, as long as we plan for it.
Yeah.
We have a conversation. It's a plan. It's a goal. Hey, on this date, I'm going with my girlfriends to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I'm staying for 2 or 3 days. Cool.
Right.
Let's plan for it.
Right.
Don't just call me randomly and say, nah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm shutting that down.
Shut it down.
Yeah, shutting it down for sure. I'm not gonna do it to her.
Yeah.
Like I had to let her know ahead of time. So when we plan this, I let her know.
Yeah.
So she knows. Today she knew already. It won't know. Oh, well, what you doing or where we going? Nah, you already know what time it is.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she was happy. Adulation, like you going to hang with family and you know talk that talk.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's real.
Nah, that's solid.
How are you about 50-50?
50-50, I'm not opposed. I mean, I've been in a 50-50 before. Like, but the 50-50 started off 50-50, then it started turning into like 80-20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 40-60.
Yeah.
You know, so it won't really, it's never really going to be, I don't never think 50-50 personally.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, unless you got a woman that's balling.
Right.
And where they at?
Right. They trying to find somebody who balling
Who's
more.
balling more than them. You know, they're not trying, I don't know no woman who got money to mess with broke dudes.
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Black or white. I don't know not one of them
That's
that's
a fact.
really say I'm gonna get somebody that's I gotta work up and build up.
Nah.
She trying to get a Billy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, she on next level.
William.
Yeah.
I'm fucking weak.
I think the highest, the richest woman, she got her money through divorce.
Yeah, a lot of times. Insurance policies, all that. And then, you know, a lot of times women, they act like they got a lot of money, but a lot of times they in debt. You know, they don't realize, over the time frame, like, you may have a lot of money to do all these things, but can you retire?
Yeah.
You know, I talk to people all the time, like, y'all, you know, I try to give y'all a game. We'll talk about this now. Like, annuities is one thing I learned recently. It's really putting your money into your own retirement fund. You know, an annuity is basically something that grows it's like compound interest.
Okay.
Like a Roth IRA. Like these things, these things, like you put $7,000 into it, and it grows over time. You know what I'm saying? But instead of having a 401k that you got to try to match with the company,
Right.
you can put your own bread up, and it'll grow over time. So when you get 60 years old, you cash out with $800,000.
Yeah, I need that.
You be chilling, and you still got your Social Security if it's gonna be around.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I did it for my wife. Like I make sure that she has that. You know what I'm saying? So you had to go through different. I can give you some game on what companies they deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Insurance is another thing. You know, I get mine through Ethos. You know what I'm saying? That's a insurance company that when you pay, you pass away, so you get life insurance. You get that check right after. You know, so my daughter good. She didn't have to worry about nothing for the rest of her life. I have $1 million, you know, on me.
Oh, nice.
So I'm good.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that we have to start practicing and talking about as we get older. Instead of like, you know, a lot of times people don't realize, are you going to be able to retire? You're not going to be young forever. I'm 37, you know what I'm saying? So I'm realizing like, yo, I'm knocking on 50 closer than I am 20.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, like, it's time to really buckle down and really get serious about things. That's why I stopped partying as much. I stopped just going out as much because I just try to be committed to what my goals in life.
Yeah. So who put that in you? Like, how did you?
Man, believe it or not, man, watching YouTube.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I just be searching on that jump, man.
YouTube
A brother
University.
named YouTube University, EYL, Earn Your Leisure, Anthony O'Neill, different pastors. I listen to the word throughout the week.
Okay.
Not just on Sunday.
Yeah.
You did throughout the week, just consistently listening to something positive.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get my downtime, between my clients or whatever, I just try to and they drop different gems if you're listening, like, for this, that, and the third, you gotta go do this, and you gotta go do that. So I just look at my phone and I do my own research with it, and I roll with it. So I'm able to build a portfolio now,
Yeah.
Instead of just me being a worker bee with a 1099, W-2.
Right.
I'm trying to extend myself
That's beautiful.
vertically. You know what I'm saying? I love Dame Dash too. Like, he's somebody I love to get insight from. That's where, like, my OG. Even though he's made some mistakes with his approach and his tone, I try to learn from people. The brother's smart, man.
Facts.
And he always is ingenuity. Like, he just like somebody that's always on the cusp of, him and Kanye. Those are people I look at as like my heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of my Dane gave me like one of the greatest gems. He was like, real bosses don't never really had no cash because their money is always
in the streets.
It's always invested. It's
right.
always
He right.
into something that's gonna come back. You dig
He
what I'm
right.
saying? So he like, yeah, I'm broke now, but catch me next month.
Come on.
When my shit flip. You dig what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
100%. And I've seen that in real time. Like, imagine giving somebody $10,000. That shit hurt. I'm like, damn, I just gave this nigga $10,000.
Yeah, bro.
You looking at the joint, you like, okay, that look pretty good. Okay, that look pretty good, But that's the thing that we have to do for ourselves, because I don't believe Social Security will be around when I get older.
Yo, the way they talking, man.
They trying to push the age for retirement back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I
Yep.
thought it was already at what, 65?
Yeah,
64,
right. They're gonna be damn near 80.
80.
Damn near 80 years old.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So we got to create our own wealth.
Yeah, bro.
See, now how come like our parents didn't and grandparents didn't pass and give us money, and not like give us money, but have those policies in place for us to be straight. None of my grandparents had no type of life insurance at all. My dad ain't got no life insurance.
Man, it's just that financial literacy. It's just that it's sacrifice. You have to really take time, I'm gonna pay this person $100 every month. I'm not dead, but $100 is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And then you just look up and it's just there. It's just understanding that it's bigger than just you. That's what I learned. I'm the same boat. My parents never did that. My parents didn't teach me these things I learned. I had to do it myself. Self-education. You dig? So once I learned it myself, I try to give y'all the game and the knowledge, like I said before, so y'all can, grow and and be. I love the 1920s a lot, like how black people were before. Like after Reconstruction, it was a whole lot of black people having our own
Facts.
own businesses, own everything. You can rely on Mr. Johnson down the street with the barber shop to give you a job, or you can rely on the man with the cleaners, or the brother who was a cobbler, or somebody was a architect. You can rely on that in our community at one point. Now, I'm being 18 years old sitting on my dad's stoop in my parents' house, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do?
Nah, facts.
I got no type of insight on no bread. Like, my dad was in the military. He can't give me the military.
Right.
My mom retired from the course building. She can't give me that.
Yeah.
So I gotta create that for my daughter. So she don't have to worry about a job. She ain't gotta worry about kissing nobody's ass. She can just literally just wake up and say, okay, I got this amount of bread here. I can be an artist the same way y'all are. Imagine somebody gave you $100,000 when you first started.
Yeah, be on, bro. Shit.
You be out of here. You already bubbling, but man, you be out of here.
Right.
You did. That's what we have to get to in the next couple of years. Like, being financially set and just being financially savvy.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing or issue that we probably have just as black people is we don't live past 24 hours.
That too.
We live day to day. It's
Day to
like,
day.
you know what I'm saying? We just trying to make it through the day or the next paycheck or you talk about a 5-year plan with somebody, they're gonna be like,
Shit.
5 years, bro. I'm trying to get through the summer.
Straight up though.
The
You're right.
weekend.
Trying to get through the summer.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking it's a Friday, like.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah.
Living for the weekend.
Yeah.
With that mentality, we have to change that mentality.
No,
you
that's
know,
a fact.
we have to realize that our lives are valuable, and you have to prepare that way. You know.
Speaking of just like mentality and mental health and things like that, man. Your boy Kanye, man, or Ye. I'm gonna respect his name, Ye. How we feeling about Ye, man? You know, we kind of touched on it before, you know, off air, but how you feeling about Ye right
From
now?
the polo fleece to the Jesus piece. I got family in high places
Like Jesus needs. Where is he at?
Yeah.
Where's that
I
guy
I don't know what Kanye is. I mean, Ye is. Excuse me. I don't know what Ye is. The posts have been very disturbing. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like it just don't even seem real. You're like again. I when I was growing up, I remember when Kanye, you know,
Yeah.
dropped. I got like Consequence mixtapes. Like you know, him and Rhyme Fest. I'm talking about like early shit. Little Brother. Like early shit Kanye was doing. You know, not just the J records, not just you know, but before the debut album, and to this like the content he was talking about. Like you know, it's just like night and day. You know, I don't understand what's going on personally. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know, I know his mom had passed, and I think that really had messed him up. You know, but
I told somebody at my job, man, it may be a hot take, but I feel like, and God forbid, bro, God forbid, but I feel like something's gonna end up happening, bro.
I do agree.
Either,
agree.
and I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to say suicide. You dig what I'm saying? But something along those lines, something tragic. I feel like it's brewing. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's brewing for something, or you know. He may try to fake his death. He may try to. I don't know, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Machiavelli.
Real talk though. Real
He's
talk.
on an island somewhere.
Real talk.
Because even with the academics interview, he was like, you know, he felt like people was after him.
Yeah,
He was.
Oh, they've been after for a while.
Go to Japan.
He was.
Yeah.
Yep.
MJ did this. Michael Jackson did the same thing. Like he ended up having to leave the country because they was after him.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, so
bro.
man, it's. I definitely agree with you. I think that I think Ye is probably in fear for his life. That's why he's trying to get all the information out.
Right.
So it's like I know I said everything.
Yeah.
You know, just in case something does happen to me, you know, my demise, so to speak. I hope not. We pray not, but you know, when you're dealing with it's so loaded because you're dealing with an industry that's been around since like the 30s, 20s and stuff.
Yeah,
so
bro.
they've been running this shit for a long time.
Yeah, bro.
And they want to make sure they maintain that control. Like why is Drake signed to a label? You know, like why is Kendrick even signed to? They signed to the same label.
Yeah,
People don't even know that through Gamma. They don't even know that they're signed to the same exact label.
Yep.
So it's like, why do they need UMG at this point? Why?
Yeah.
Nah, that's real shit.
You know, they are. You know, Drake said early on, I'm a J Prince investment.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna let that investment ever go. You know, they're gonna make sure that you are in that predicament for the rest of your life. It's a lifetime deal here, buddy.
Are we still checking for Kanye's music?
I heard Bully.
I didn't hear it.
Bully was This was
You ain't like it?
Is it out? Is it out?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
He dropped like a visualizer joint for it.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't think it's like horrible. I just think Kanye just thought, like, I'm sorry, I mean, Ye, I think he just lost the soul in the music. You know, that's one thing that draw me to his music was the soul, the soul beats, the soul, the content matter. I just think he's in a different place. You know?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I think bro need help. To be honest, like, cause he, you know, he done crossed. Well, I ain't gonna say crossed, but he done cut ties with all his friends.
Yeah, like being cool with John Legend and Common and Big Sean, like dog. But even Pusha.
Yeah, he said
like,
Pusha.
damn, like you know, Pusha ain't clicking like that. Like that's surprising, bro.
Nah, I was tripping when he made the tweet about his kids. He had like a list of like all the people who betrayed me, and he had his kids on there. I'm like,
the kids, you can't do that to your kids.
I'm like, bro,
What the kids do?
Yeah, what they do? They caught up in the system with Kim now. What they gonna do?
and that's probably a part of it. Like him feeling
sure.
like,
What they gonna do? I mean,
Sure,
they
mommy
can't.
telling something.
Yeah, they can't pick you. What they gonna say? I'm gonna leave with my dad. Where they gonna go?
Yeah. I mean, they probably could say that for real.
They could. I mean, but you got Kim owns like North Whole name.
Yeah, I
everything.
seen that. Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's some
That's
Hollywood.
what I'm saying. Right.
Hollywood,
That's
man.
some-
Tell this girl, you in this forever. You ain't never getting away.
That's crazy.
That's why I gave y'all that advice I gave y'all before. Like, yo, just make sure you know, if you decide to I hope y'all do get to this point where you have to make that decision. Like I look at La Russell, like, killing the independent. Killing it. You know, I look at y'all in that same vein. He's like, nah, I'm going to stay doing what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, I feel him.
They invited him in them rooms and he was like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I can only imagine, bro.
You know, so this stuff is real. You know, I don't believe everything, but a lot of it's real.
Yeah, no, I believe like 90% of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Like he said, he had a joint with Diddy, and he was just like, it's basically just, trying to make him like the music. Like, and he like, nah, I don't like it. And everybody in the room looking at him like, what you mean you don't like it? You can't even be yourself. You can't even be real.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to be nowhere I can't tell the truth.
Nah, that's fact.
I tell y'all the truth. If you send me something or I hear it, I'm like,
Right.
I think you could have did this maybe. If you don't want to take my advice, cool.
Of
but
course, right.
But I'm gonna at least give you a fair critique.
Yeah.
For sure.
If I say that shit slamming this fire, it's one of the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to stay on like the music conversation for a second, right? I don't know if you've been seeing these memes floating around of the Mount Rushmore.
I have been seeing them Jones. They're pretty spot on for me.
Which one? Hold on, wait.
Because I seen one. Well, I seen a couple, right? And we can talk about all of them if y'all want. But I seen
It's on you.
I seen one joint that was the mixtape Mount Rushmore.
Okay. I don't think I peeped the mixtape though.
Okay.
The
Let's talk
mixtape-
about that.
Yeah, mixtape Mount Rushmore had Wayne.
Okay.
Gucci.
Nope, he wasn't even on that.
Gucci
It-
was on there?
I saw
it
one
was-
that had Gucci on
It
it.
was Wayne,
Man.
Currency.
Trap God. Okay, Currency, okay.
Okay.
See, I don't want to fuck it up. Hold on.
Oh, no, you good. Yeah, you good.
I believe it was Wayne, Future, Currency, and one more person on there.
Okay.
But Gucci wasn't on there.
That's a mistake.
Wiz wasn't on
That's a
there.
mistake. Those two right there for me.
50 wasn't on there, right?
50 wasn't on
That's
there.
a mistake too. Yeah, 50 had some fire mixtapes before he got on for sure.
Yeah, it was a few. Fab wasn't on it.
Yeah, Fab
my
definitely
God,
put some
Fab
classics
is
out. bro.
crazy.
Crazy classics for the
He
summer.
had like 3 sub mixtape genres.
Yeah, genres like the whole
Yeah,
genre,
no,
like,
no, he
like
had
compilations.
No,
Yeah,
he literally got the best, I think, mixtape series.
Right,
yeah.
Like the summertime
Yeah.
shootout shit.
I'm
Oh
about to
yeah,
say,
that's
yeah,
it. That's it.
Yeah. He
The,
got
Soul Tape.
Soul
Tape.
Tape. Yeah, right.
There- There's
Thank
no
you,
competition.
Soul Tape.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Soul Tape, John, man. Woo, man.
Nah, there's no competition, bro. I think the second one, bro.
Yeah.
Fab, man. Fab is definitely missing the game too, man.
Yeah.
Definitely
Fucking,
missed.
Okay, yeah. So, Future, Wayne, Currency.
Shaw Currency made it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
Currency.
swap Currency with Wiz and them.
Yeah, please. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Swap
100%.
Currency with Wiz and them.
Bigger career and all that, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the 4 though. You know what I'm saying?
Have y'all heard Question Origins too?
I heard a little bit. I heard like the first half of it. How you feel about it?
I just think Wiz ain't got no more bars.
Yeah.
I think the beats are slapping. I think Cardo, Spitter, they was doing their thing. I just don't think that Wiz got them bars no more.
I mean, yeah, he still. I will say this. I appreciate him for the attempt.
Me too.
Right?
Me
Yeah.
too.
I appreciate the attempt because that's Wiz fans. You know what I'm saying? I
big
believe
time.
whatever. Like I agree too. The beats were fire. The beats are super fire.
Outta here.
And I feel like he still got the flow. But you're right though. He just ain't got shit to talk about.
Nope.
For real.
Yeah, like the flow is still cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he just ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
like,
The content is just not.
He just-
Like,
said,
he'll
like,
be-
Taylor gained,
he'll
like,
be
20.
around for real, like not like around, but like I feel like you got to be in the studios with the whoever's and be at the parties or at least you know what I'm saying, those environments kind of sharpen your pen. He been playing multi and
Yeah. He,
smoking
right.
weed, chilling, raising
Yeah,
his son.
you
Like,
100%
he ain't really,
correct.
Yeah,
He's not really in the mix like that. That's like beat drop or something. Like,
right.
hey, people ask me, do you still freestyle? No. I ain't freestyling in years. Like, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, no, I think like I said, I love the attempt, bro. I love, you know what I'm saying, the whole nostalgia behind it. Of course, you know what I'm saying, Wiz dropping. You know what I
Man, it
mean,
was a movement for sure. I was ever excited.
dude. But
Yeah.
I feel like it was low key a money grab a little bit though.
Yeah, I respect that.
Probably.
Respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point, he's a legacy artist. He still can get on Coachella stage and still act that.
Yeah.
ass.
Facts,
Like,
not facts.
I think he was out there with 3 6 Mafia.
He was.
Really?
You know,
Wow, yeah.
so yeah, it's like, man, I respect him. I know y'all probably respect him a lot more. That's y'all for y'all era. But Wiz, man, damn, like that only nigga in first class, like
Come
that
on, man.
mentality for me is always
That
been
album is so underrated.
that album. Bro, it's so underrated,
Bruh.
but like he was talking so much cold shit, man.
Come
like
on, man. Come
that's
on.
the type of shit I fuck with. You know,
Nah,
that
I
get me
fuck
really,
with
really excited.
Wiz, man. Shout out Wiz, bro.
Shout out
Shout out
Wiz.
Wiz, bro.
You might got the second best mixtape catalog of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I
Who y'all
said,
think first?
look, I said this though, right? Because most people would probably put Wayne first, right?
I think so.
I would say Wayne.
I think Wiz would give Wayne
A run?
for his money if we
Okay.
talking mixtapes.
Okay.
I agree, bro.
I'm a Gucci Man fan, so I got Gucci.
I said-
Gucci up there. Look, Gucci, that's
I
my
got Gucci
third.
number 1, dog. Mrs. Zone 6.
Come on, bro.
Man, it's
movie,
so
Trap House
the
1,
Trap
2,
House
3,
1, 2,
I mean,
3.
come on, bro.
Trap God,
Trap God.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to me, those are like, man, that's my like high school nigga, right around like just theme songs for life, like so.
No, it's crazy because it's people who got great mixtapes, but their whole catalog, they don't have a mixtape catalog. Like Rich Forever by Rick Ross.
Yeah, Ross
That's
got
like
up there.
Yeah.
that's one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
you know, Future. You know what I'm saying?
Future out of here
Future
too.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
Future out of here too.
Yeah.
But for real, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. Wayne, man.
Wayne shit timeless too. You could put a. I've been in a party one time and they just put the Drought 3 on, like just put every song on.
I feel like he really only got. Yes, he has fire mixtapes, but he only has like 3 classic mixtapes.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Everybody always go back to that Drought.
The Drought Jones. Yeah, the Drought Jones is a go-to.
And that's why I give it to Wiz. That's why I give it to because Wiz just has more.
Yeah.
Kush and Orange Juice, Flight School,
Flight School,
Burn After Rolling, goddamn. You know,
ONFIC.
O and I. You know what I'm saying? He just was fuck. What's my Dylan
Taylor-
No Deal,
Taylor
Taylor
Alliance.
All the Dice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he got like a solid
Star
8,
Power.
9.
Yeah.
Prince of the City too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wiz run was ridiculous.
Burn Out the Rolling,
bro.
like
Ridiculous.
fuck with Wiz. Oh, Wiz is fire.
Yeah, even on that, like when I listened to Kush and Orange Juice too, I went all the way back to all that shit. I was like just excited, like this shit was so crazy, yo.
Man, bro.
Bro, I wanted to make beats like Johnny. I was like, bro, I'm trying to make beats like this, bro.
Yeah,
These shits go crazy.
Yeah,
Sure.
man.
Your beats definitely on Good Grief.
Hey, appreciate you,
amazing.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Check
you,
out Good
man.
Grief, man.
Check out Good Grief.
What do you? All right, let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about like, what do you look for in music now? Like, what do you? Because we're getting to the
question first.
we're getting to the point though where it's like certain things I guess starting to not matter as much. Lyrical content, substance, things like that. It may not resonate as well anymore. Can we say that? Is that a safe?
That's fair.
That's
That's pretty fair.
So yeah, what do
In
you
my
look-
mind, it still does.
right.
So like when I like to hear like real story, like real thoughts, real provoking thoughts. Like you said the line about them giving the job to Amy. Like that was one of them joints that really started core me because I've been there.
Yeah.
And watched somebody work their ass off to get a promotion, and they turned around and gave it to somebody like, huh?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
what? Like you turned around and gave my shit to them?
Yeah.
Like that to me, it made me. It was thoughtful. It made me feel something.
Yeah.
That's why I said the soul was there. Like when I hear certain records, like I gotta believe you.
Yeah.
You know, for one, it gotta be different. It gotta be fresh. It gotta be something that's unique to me. Like I grew up doing like the era with like Heavy D and like Lauryn Hill. You know, like even Dougie Fresh. Like everybody, I was Tribe Called Quest, like Nas. You know, like they were unique.
Yeah.
So like they didn't sound the same, they didn't look the same, nothing about them was the same. Like so now I kind of look at people as like that shit is the same shit I heard yesterday.
Yep.
That shit don't move me at all. Like
Yep.
you know, so if you really take the time to really just be yourself, like you talking about some goofy shit that you don't do, like I don't respect that. If I know you, bro. Like you won't doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like why you doing that for? Like it makes you look bad as a person.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
just to sell records. Like nah, that's not it.
it's fucked up because I feel like on a grand scheme of things, bro, people just don't care anymore, bro.
That's what it is.
People
is.
really, and there's an advantage to that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because now I could pretty much do and say whatever
Yeah,
I
I
want.
wanna
Because
do.
I mean,
Right.
nobody gives a
Nobody
fuck. You dig what I'm saying? But go back to your point though. It's like I feel like it's like when you eating food, some food sticks to your bones. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. That's
some
right.
shit just kind of
That's
go
right.
right through you. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just like you saying, certain lines like, damn, I've been there. I can
Oh,
feel that. I
man.
can. You know what I'm saying?
I just smile when I hear shit like that. I be like, I played that shit back like 9 times. Like, you know, for real though. Like, 'cause, you know, that's what it means something to me. Like,
Yeah, man.
if I hear some shit like that, it's like, yeah, this is fire. Like, this gotta go. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know,
So are you still DJing? Like, so how
I do still DJ.
Are you? Do you have a cutoff on things that you don't play or play?
Yeah, I
or-
don't play no young shit
Really.
at all. At all. Now, if I do play some young shit, you gotta give me a playlist.
Why come?
Cause I don't enjoy it. You know, I guess I have to enjoy music. So like even when I started DJing, I used to have these house parties. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the super DJ.
yeah.
You know, we used to have, y'all know how it was, house parties,
Yes, sir.
playing
Yes, sir.
spades,
Yep,
you know,
yep,
sipping,
yep.
smoking.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a vibe, like a getaway. I wanted to create an environment where people could just come and have a good time, and not worry about the bullshit they was going through, or just meet some chicks or whatever, you know. To me, like if I'm DJing, I gotta really be like really want to do it. You know, I gotta really 90s party, 2000s little vibe. I can do that. You know, old school. You know, Southern soul. You know, I did a gospel jump before. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I'm just committed. That's what I'm focused on. I'm committed to those things.
Right.
Young people music, I don't want to do nobody a disservice. When they like play them slaps, and I'm like, what slaps?
Yeah.
What the fuck you want me to play? I don't know. I'm not in tune to the music like that. You know, as much as I used to be.
What do you think is what turns you off about the young music or the newer generation music? What don't you like about it?
Like I like and I don't even think it's like they're like new anymore. I still fuck with 21.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not like dated, but like I don't know who the you know.
The little
whoop de whoop out. You know, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I never heard 42 Doug music. I don't know I don't know who the fuck that is. Like I would lie to you and tell you like I know that shit, but I don't listen to Lil Durk.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to G Herbo. I know he's not like really like new artist, but I try to catch on the radar sometimes just to try to stay in the loop. You know, I'm not totally washed, but like that's not like something that really I just don't believe them niggas. You know, like, I just don't believe the shit y'all saying. Like to me, it's like singing rap. Like, you know, if it sounds very similar to somebody else, or you sound like Lil Young Thug, or you sound like Future, or like Designer when he came out. I was like, nah, bro. Yeah. You sound just like Future.
Literally, I thought it was Future.
Me too.
Yeah, like why would I want to buy your record? I just go buy a Future record.
Yeah.
No bullshit. I seen the video. I was like, bro, who the fuck is this nigga?
I went around it. This nigga crazy.
Like, who the fuck is this nigga?
Nigga's insane. Nigga's insane.
Hey, shout out Designer, bro. Shout out Designer, bro. Timmy Turner.
Yeah. Right. Now again, I like that song.
Yeah.
That was unique.
Right.
Didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but it was unique.
He got another joint too called like Outlet or something. That joint fire too.
Okay.
Man.
No, you gotta tell me why you like this Will Smith album too.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that jump.
Oh, y'all. Oh, we can talk about that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now that's great. That's a great segment.
Wait, so like you ain't like it?
I didn't care for it.
Wow. Did you? All right, but you did check it out.
Of course. I gave him a fair shot.
See, I can't talk because I ain't here, so y'all go ahead.
Wow. Okay, so what was your critiques about that?
I thought the bars were good. I just don't like Will's voice right now. It just don't. To me, it don't feel like Will. To me, like I liked his 2010 joint he dropped. I forgot the name of it, but it was a joint he came out with before. Before this one he came out with was dope.
Okay.
It just the voice didn't connect with. I don't know. It did like even the freestyles he dropped. It just didn't resonate.
All of
No,
it.
the freestyle was kind of fire though. I will say the freestyle was
it might be his voice again. To me, it just sounds dated.
See, and that was why I could have such an appreciation for it, right? Because I went into it thinking like, okay, this is 60-year-old Will Smith I'm listening to.
Okay, I didn't do that.
I'm expecting like, you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting to hear 60-year-old Will rapping.
Okay.
Like, I'm not, you know, like my bar, and
I respect that too. Okay, I can see that.
You feel me? And my bar, to be honest, my bar wasn't set too high. So it was, again, I'm expecting to hear a 60-year-old rap. You feel what I'm saying? So my bar wasn't set too high. So when I heard it,
shit was set too high.
Yeah. When I heard it though, it was like, okay, damn, this shit is actually, this some shit I can actually listen to. And I liked his approach. The way you felt like it wasn't him, I felt the opposite. Like
really?
I felt like even like how he opened it with the whole barbershop joint, he kept it funny and quirky and
True.
You dig what I'm saying? And
True.
then even on his more serious joints like Bulletproof, it was like he was okay. He was kind of, you know, rapping with some flair. He kind of had some backbone on some joints, and then he had Tiana. And then that's another thing. He had people on it that I fuck with.
I don't like Tiana Taylor. See, I know.
Dang, she's fire, bro.
He had Tiana Taylor on there.
Who else was on there?
He had Big Sean on there.
Hey, shout out Big Sean.
You know what I'm saying? He had Big Sean on there. He had
that song is fire. I like that song.
Yeah. Oh, the joint with Joyner Lucas. I'm not a huge Joyner Lucas fan.
The Will song?
No, different one.
No, they got a joint called Tantrum.
Okay.
That joint's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And again, for what it was, bro was spitting. Like he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like he was fire. He was fire.
I may have to give it a listen. I mean, I walked into it like Big Willie, like
right.
That's my era. So it's like I'm like, well, what the like? It didn't resonate at the time with me. I may have to listen to it again.
And I appreciate the fact that he wasn't dodging the obvious.
Yeah.
Like he talked about the
The
slap.
slap, mhm.
He talked
Yeah,
about.
what'd he say? What'd he say?
He said some he was just saying shit like just basically poking fun of it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I fucked up, but it's hard being like this when you really like this. You know what I'm saying? He talked about the shit with his wife, like, yo, we all go through some shit, whatever. I'm growing. It felt like the nigga was growing, like, you dig what I'm saying, like, yo, I fucked up, but I'm back to find myself. I'm back in the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
We
is,
started, man. I mean,
you feel me?
I wouldn't expect him not to go back in the booth after all that shit that happened. You got a lot of material.
Come on, bro. He got hella material.
Come
A
on,
lot of
man.
material, dog.
Right,
You know?
right. But see, he could have did, and I feel like, because a lot of rappers do that, right? Like, they go through shit, but then they drop the album, and they don't,
Address the shit.
you feel me? Like, I felt like that with Offset album. Like, when Takeoff first died,
Yeah.
and then
Coulda
Offset
really
drops the album, I'm like, bro, you still rapping about
Some goofy
change.
shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro.
Like, bro,
You got an opportunity to really, really talk about some real shit.
you feel me? Even if
Right.
it's just one song, just give me one joint, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, I fuck with that Will Smith joint though, man. That joint,
I'm gonna have to give it a little. I remember you said that. You
have
was
to
like,
check it out.
Yo, I fuck with that. I'm like,
don't be surprised if that joint get nominated for something, man.
I skimmed on that
Not
shit. I ain't gonna hold
after
you.
he slapped somebody, bro. Hell no.
Oh, they don't give a fuck about that.
Nah,
bro.
what? It's been long enough. He did a slave movie in between that too, so he should be.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
I missed
See,
that.
But that's another thing too.
What was
though.
that called?
I don't even
I don't
know.
even know the name of that shit.
I don't even know.
It was on, I think, Apple TV or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a Tubi movie, man. All that money he got, bro. Come
But they
on.
got a Tubi show.
Come on, bro.
But see, that's another thing too, though, bro. That album taught me. It's like, bro, people will forget some shit. If the shit is dope, people will forget, bro.
That's true. That's very true.
Like, if
very
it's
true.
dope enough, like, but I ain't even gonna hold you. Will Smith was a suck ass nigga until I heard the album, nigga.
Real. That's real.
Then I listened to it, I'm like, oh damn, this my nigga again. Like,
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that happens, yo.
I fuck with her, that's my dog. Like,
When I heard that shit, it reminded me of like Cassidy, like rapping. It just
Really?
didn't connect though. Like, I don't know.
Well, like current Cassidy.
Current Cassidy.
Okay, about to say Cassidy slap.
okay, we got a debate, right?
Okay.
Me and him got into a debate.
We always debating.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we was
Oh,
debating
that-
somebody else though. This was when we was talking about Beezy and G.
What you
Talk
talking
about who was better in their prime, Cassidy or Lloyd Banks.
about? Oh yeah.
That's a good one too. Damn. Who was better? I think Cassidy.
Yeah.
I think Cassidy.
That's what I said.
I think Lloyd Banks had a small run. It just started becoming nursery rhymes though. Like, I'm a big Game fan, so after kind of Game dismantled him with the G.O.A.T shit, his mixtape catalog is crazy too.
Yeah,
Game
it
facts.
is, yeah.
But I never really liked Lloyd Banks after the Game was dissing him. Just being honest.
I didn't really like Lloyd. I mean, I didn't.
I
like
thought Tony Ayo was cold.
Yeah,
He's
it
probably
was
my
cold,
favorite
too.
out of well, I probably like Buck probably more than anybody.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, your favorite out of G Unit?
Probably Buck. I lied, probably Buck. I think Yayo personality is more funny. Like he's funny, he's a
Yeah,
funny
nah,
nigga.
Now he's got great personality. I will say this.
funny
though.
as hell though.
On that G Unit album, the Beg for Mercy.
50 take care of me, man.
yeah. On the Beg for Mercy album, bro, I will say going back and listening to that joint like as an older,
Yeah.
Young Buck was busting their
He was. I
ass.
said he
on
was
that
busting the
joint.
ass. Dog.
Really?
Young Buck was
He was
busting.
safe, man. He was G-Unit in my opinion.
Bro.
I can't remember none
That's
of that.
why 50 was. I think he was jealous of him personally. But he always came at the David like to this day like that nigga never gonna come back because he had he had the persona. He like when I'm gonna tell you when Stunt 101 came out. He had the spinning chain. That shit took G-Unit to like a whole nother level. 50 was always cold. 50 gonna be 50 forever.
Yeah.
But Young Buck really solidified what that shit really was, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They sprinkled Game right after that. You know, that documentary dropped. Hated it, love
Outta
it.
here.
Dog, when How We Do came out, man,
Out of here.
that shit was a movie, dog.
Yeah,
like,
they were well legacy.
yeah, cemented right there.
Yeah.
Like,
G Unit top 5 hip hop groups of all time.
easy.
Probably,
Easy
yeah,
call.
for sure.
Easy call. To
Top
me, for
3?
sure. Groups?
Top 3 hip hop groups of all time.
I got Cash Money first. I got Tribe Called Quest.
Would you count Tribe?
I got Dipset.
Nah, you can't. You can't say
Dipset
Dip.
before G Unit?
But I say over Locks.
Wait, hold on.
I got Dipset over G-Unit. I'm a huge Dipset fan.
Dipset
I'm a
over the
huge-
Locks?
Yeah, easily.
Hell no.
Bro, I'm just even the versus John. They watched the versus John. I'm just
What?
saying.
Hold on.
Personally,
hold on.
I'm just saying personally as a fan. I don't listen to Styles P or Sheek Luch.
So the Locks, so hold on, the Locks won. I mean, the Locks lost that versus.
No, they won. I'm saying for me personally.
You think Dipset won though?
No, I'm saying
Okay.
Even if they lost, I still have to.
You still got Dipset over Locks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know it sounds idiotic, but I'm just saying
I'm
I'm that much of a Dipset fan.
That's crazy.
I fuck with Jewels. I fuck with Cam. Like.
So Dipset over G Unit too.
Yeah, Freaky Zeke. Yeah, oh yeah. I used to wear bandanas and shit.
Though,
like,
yeah.
I was Jewels, my nigga. Like,
I like Zeke. There's some people over there I fuck with. Yeah.
Hell Real,
Hell
Uncasa,
Real,
bro.
Yeah,
Jaw. I'm like, bro. They had a group called SNS that
from London. Or
yeah, from London.
Yeah.
Jim signed. Like, man, I used to be like, bro, every day, like every Jewels mixtape from back like Cook Crack, Purple Haze, bro. Yeah, that's my whole life. Like, so I remember when Get 'Em Girl, bro. Man, it was.
Yeah.
So I'm in a different. I thought G Unit run wasn't long enough. That's why I wouldn't put him in the same category. Like when Jim dropped ball, like you gotta think Jim wasn't even a rapper. He was like the goon. He was just the homie around the way.
He was the muscle.
Yeah, and he dropped ball, and it's like, damn, he dropped Diary of a Summer, like that whole jump with him and Trace, like
Summer with Miami. That's my joint.
So that like you gotta think in that category of like the group, like you got Cam who had a hit in '97. You know what I'm saying? With a Big was gonna sign him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
Horse and Carriage.
Yeah, Horse and Carriage. You know what I'm saying? And you got Jewels, of course, his success.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
you got Jim, and then so Duke the God.
Would you say
J.R. Ryder? Like to me, I just think they're a bigger group than G Unit.
Yeah, I mean, it's way more people. Yeah.
Well, when we say bigger, we just mean in like size, like the
amount of people.
Okay, because I'm about to say bigger. I mean,
nah, ain't nobody.
No.
50 Cent was just out of here.
Yeah.
Bro, that nigga,
bonkers.
Bro, 50 was so big that all them niggas had to do was just goddamn
show up.
Bro, literally,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm about to say.
Literally,
Not
bro.
much.
Not much you had to do.
Not much.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The G Unit reunion tour is supposed to be going stupid.
It's supposed to be going stupid. But again, he keeping his neck on. He's not gonna let Young Buck live. Sold the man catalog.
Dang, did he?
Put him out there about being loving trannies.
And shit.
Oh my god.
Oh dog, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
I think Buck was gonna make the jail for like
He did.
beating on somebody some shit. Yeah,
said beating on somebody?
Shit, man.
Beating on somebody.
Oh, beating on somebody. Oh wow.
He beat up on somebody,
That's
man.
wild.
Yeah, so like I said, I would hope that they could get it right because I think Cash Money going back on tour.
Yeah.
I think Baby was talking shit.
I love seeing that.
I saw that little some of the, I don't know if they did Coachella or something like recently. It looked bad to me though.
For real.
Yeah. Wayne looked bad on the stage. Though.
Yeah, I seen one joint.
Wayne
Like,
be looking crazy.
yeah, Birdman like
fell asleep or some shit.
Yeah, bro. Like what they doing, bro? What you on?
Probably on that lean, bro, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Well,
all
like
getting,
60.
They all still getting. That's right. That's
Yeah,
why.
probably. You can't do it like you used to.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up. Fuck, it's crazy. I seen that. This is another. These segues are great too. By
Fire.
the way, guys.
Fire segues.
Great segues. But I seen me and my homie was talking about. He seen a post, and it said that Cash Money. I think he said Cash Money and No Limit, right? Were responsible for making the game so ignorant, and that ended up opening the door for people like Future and all these other. They were saying that like No Limit, basically Master P and Birdman basically single-handedly made the genre of hip hop more ignorant.
Yes, he's right. He dumbed it all the way down. I think Uncle Luke too.
See, but that's why I disagree with him.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you can't put it all just on Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, yes, hip hop had a great sense of like conscious rap and intellectual and you know what I'm saying, the whole nine, right? But there's always been an element of just fun and nigga shit.
Yeah.
There's always been an element of nigga shit. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like you said, Luke is the reason why niggas are even able to make explicit
That's right,
lyrics.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? Like he went through the whole. He was the scapegoat
Supreme
for
Court.
that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. He battled the feds for that
Yeah,
shit. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That was what 93,
Yeah.
92.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
you can't. I feel like if you put it all on Cash Money, this is what I say, right? If you're gonna put it all on Cash Money, you might as well put it on the South.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You might as well just put it on the whole South.
You might as well because that is what led from that time frame from Luke to Cash Money. There was No Limit first, then the Cash Money, and then the floodgates open. UGK like
You know what I'm
it
saying?
just goes from there. Like a lot of the even Ghetto Boys, H-Town, and like they had a lot of content that was just derogatory to a certain extent. But a lot of times they'll sneak some positivity into there too.
Yeah,
So like I
yeah.
said, it's balance for me. I like ignorant shit and I like positive shit. I love Common. I love poor righteous teachers. You know what I'm saying? I love positive rap, so to speak. I'm not a Talib Kweli fan, but I did agree with Kanye. I feel like Talib Kweli bars was never fucking good.
What?
Never good.
Talib fire.
Talib is
I couldn't fuck
fire.
with Talib Kweli.
He got an album I really like, the Eardrum album.
I can't remember that one.
That's the joint that had the In the Mood joint with him and Kanye.
Okay.
Yeah. That joint was hard.
I don't remember that joint.
Yeah, he was.
DJ Chicken
I
Fingers.
fuck with Talib though.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I mean,
I would think that. I mean, that seems like your,
my bag. I know.
That seemed like your bag a little bit.
It didn't connect. I don't believe him. Like I just don't believe shit. I just don't. I don't believe none of the shit you talk about.
Wow.
It come with reference. Like I have to like really. I just think you're a corny nigga anyway. Like not taking no shots because I don't know him like that. Yeah, I don't know him like that. But
Damn, Talib corny?
Damn,
I started
man.
a corny nigga.
Shout out to Lib, man. Shout out.
I like Nick Cannon. I like Nick Cannon shit when I fuck with this shit.
Well, all right, hold on, bro. All right, bro.
And this is the first clip that we post, right? This is the first clip that we post. So wait,
Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon better than Talib Kweli?
In my book, yeah. Gigolo was crazy. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Oh my.
That Gigolo shit was, bro. That shit was out of here, dog.
Get this man out of here,
No,
bro.
I'm bullshit.
Okay, all right, cool.
No.
No.
Gigolo was fire.
I just wanted to say that. I don't like Nick Cannon music at all. That was me.
Okay.
I fuck with. I think Talib is a solid rapper. I just don't believe shit he got to say. It just don't resonate with me. Niggas like Immortal Technique is fire, but I don't like his shit.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that completely.
I'm not gonna bump that nigga.
I understand.
What's cuz name that does really well with merch? Damn, what is his name, yo?
Local?
He's he been around for years.
Tech Nine.
He fire.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Tech Nine music.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah. And he like independent.
he's like the blueprint for all of it.
Yeah, he is.
Independent rappers, though.
He is.
But I'm not bumping that nigga shit. I'm not getting in the car and playing some Tech Nine shit.
That's a fact. He fired though.
He fired, yeah.
Who's a better rapper? Right? I just thought of this.
Okay, work.
Birdman.
Okay, so this already the bar is good. It's
Yeah,
low.
bars already low.
Birdman or Master P?
That's a good question too.
You see who's a better rapper?
Who's the
I'm taking Birdman.
I was about to say Master P.
I think I'm gonna go Birdman too.
I never thought Master P could rap.
They both can't rap, bro.
Birdman got off on what happened to that boy.
Come on, bro. Didn't even write that.
He probably didn't write that
He
shit.
didn't write shit, bro.
He got off on that Shine record too.
Nah, man, Birdman.
He's probably the best record he ain't right.
Nah,
I feel like Birdman just
Get your roll
says
on?
cool shit.
that Get Your Roll On shit was hard.
No, fuck that, nigga. Gator Boo.
That too,
Let me
yeah.
slide in the Benz with the
Fist
fist
out
out
fins.
fins.
Come on,
Loud,
man.
pipe, drinking and hang.
I ain't never. Can we hear a Master P bar that was fire?
No, I can't. I can't even give you.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. I can't even name him.
I mean,
I couldn't even name a Master P.
respectfully.
I couldn't-
We
Shout
fuck
out
with
P.
Master P for sure. He's definitely a
that's crazy.
pioneer, a legend for sure.
Gold ceilings?
That's all.
Gold Ceiling, I fuck with the Gold
I was
Ceilings.
about to say niggas know about his MTV Crib shit more than we know about his verses.
I know about the rap snacks and the cereal and shit.
Yeah. We know he
The
get
Ma-
money.
Yeah, the
So-
Miyatis. I was gonna buy some of the shoes. He stopped making them. The Miyatis.
Man, shit, the P Miller collection.
Hey, I had the P Millers.
He had the
And I had the
clothes.
jersey.
You know what I'm saying?
No joke.
Yeah,
I got
man.
clown for that shit.
Yeah.
bars.
Bro, I took a lot of risks fashion wise, bro. Niggas will tell you, bro. I used to. Niggas know if they watch this. I literally went to school one time, bro, with some. Cause I thought my uncle was mad cool. He was like, my Uncle Stacy and shit.
Yeah.
And he had some sandals and shit one time.
He had the
with the slits in it. The old man Jones, the cookout Jones. I wore them to school, bro.
No way.
With the socks.
With the socks?
Bro, with a Sean John shirt, some khakis. No bullshit.
Oh, you thought you was that?
With a visor. I thought I was the shit. You couldn't tell me nothing. Well, they said I walk with Jesus, all type of shit. They would say I was a Hebrew, all type of shit, bro.
Wow.
I was at the Last Supper, all type of wild shit. You know niggas cut on you. It was killing me.
Right.
But that, man.
I had to go to PE with them shits on. So I'm in PE with the dress out with the green. You know the green them used to wear?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
With them joints on the feet. I'm tripping. Forgot it was PE day.
Damn.
This nigga's sick. And the PE teacher was so fucked up. He didn't even give you. You had the little The shoes you could just the rental jumps.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, you wearing those to jump. I'm like, oh,
No
you gonna do me like that, dog?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, vicious, dog.
That's crazy.
John Roth, those days were crazy.
Yo,
Shout out Roth,
bruh.
man.
It's so crazy. We talk about like taking risks fashion wise and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. Like the character building that we go through, just like as black people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
some cultures may consider it bullying or may consider it, which on a lighter sense it may be, you dig what I'm saying? Like niggas picking on you, whatever the case may be. But bro, that shit does so much for like our character, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It definitely does.
and I feel like even just like, not only does it teach you, be fly, whatever, take care of yourself, make sure whatever, you dig what I'm saying? But I feel like it gives you like a sense of like, of acceptance of others. Like,
Oh, yeah, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? You may go out and see a nigga wearing some wild shit and it's like, you know what, bro? I've been there, bro.
Yup.
I ain't- you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, bro? I would clown you, but
Yeah.
I've been there, cause you know what I'm saying?
I've been to the Dickie suit era, like
Oh, that was my shit.
That
nigga.
was
tall
fire,
T
though. That was
era, like all that shit.
Man, what, nigga? You know what's crazy? We just talked about this, but I had a pair of G.O.A.T sneakers, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
I had the G.O.A.T sneakers.
I had a pair too.
I had the Shaqs.
Shaq
Yeah.
joint?
I couldn't go that far with the Shaq.
I had a pair of Shaqs. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ain't no wrong with it. I'm just saying. I at that time, I might have got beat up for wearing the Shaqs, dog.
Bro, it was rough.
That's
though.
how ruthless them niggas was.
Yeah, nah, it was.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, the flea market saved the nigga life, though.
Hey,
bro.
man,
When
the
the flea, if you know about the flea, the
Come
great
on,
big
man.
flea market on Williamsburg,
Yes,
bro,
sir.
nigga,
Bring
bruh.
I used to bring that shit back. I used to get my flea. I used to get a pair of
on,
real
bro.
flays.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
And the flea flea.
You
Come
already
on,
know.
bro.
You already know.
Come on, bro.
You already know. White and black.
White and
Come on,
black.
bro.
Come on, dog.
Nigga,
For
they
sure.
get J's in that jump, $60.
$60.
Flays 40.
Nigga made them bitches in his crib.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Brought the
yeah.
bitches right to the flea, nigga. Like, hey, bro.
No,
Nah,
no.
I've definitely been there. Yeah. And didn't give a shit either.
No, I mean,
Oh
'cause
yeah, yeah. Everybody.
There's somebody said somebody. Well, yeah.
Right. Well,
it's like the only thing you got to worry about is like, nigga, you get a good month wear of.
Oh yeah, they will break down on you.
oh, yeah. The way them Jones bend out there.
Oh man, they gonna fold on them.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna get no full season out
No,
of them
sir.
bitches,
Nah,
nigga.
nah.
Not at all.
Those are for when you come back from school, from spring break,
Right.
or you come back from Christmas break. Okay, I got some fresh, like you just gotta know how to finesse that shit.
Nah, facts.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't have the confidence to tell niggas, but if I seen somebody in there that I knew, they knew I was on the same
Oh
page.
yeah, of
You
course.
know
I mean,
what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure, for sure.
But I couldn't tell, like, niggas run away, like, yeah, these Jones came from the flea. They would have,
Cooked
you know, used to do that shit.
Yeah.
That nigga Tev.
Oh, for real?
Not putting them. Oh man.
No way.
Bruh. I got mad videos on my page, bro, with Tev getting fried, cooked, bro. Shout out my nigga Tev. Yeah, he used
Shout
to
out
get
Tev,
fucked
bro.
up, bro. Like,
Man, we all shot
and
at
you know,
the
Tev
flea,
didn't really give a shit. Like, he just fight a nigga. Like, all right,
Nah,
well,
facts. But where's Tev at, man?
I don't know, bro. That's what I have no clue.
What you mean?
I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to him in a while. I don't know, man. I pray for the brother daily.
Yeah, nah, we gonna talk off camera.
Yeah,
about
that's my dog for sure.
Yeah,
but
shout out Tevin,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Nah, real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
Damn.
Real talk. Fucking so super, little to change lanes, you know what I'm saying? Side note, right? How you feel about women getting work done, surgeries, all that type of stuff? Where you at with that, man?
Me personally, just make sure that shit look good. Like just make sure that if you gonna get the fake breasts or the fake behind the BBL jump, I'm a natural type brother. Like, whatever you got, hey, tone that shit up, or cool. But if you do decide to go down that avenue, just make sure that shit look good.
Yeah.
Make sure it look good in the pants, outside the pants. Don't just be looking crazy with some tights on.
Yeah.
And then you put the bikini on, your shit looking crazy, stupid,
Yeah.
lopsided, big ass with the little ass legs. Like, you look crazy.
Yeah, right. You like an ant.
You look like an ant, like, for real. Niggas ain't fucking with that shit.
Nah, facts.
Niggas might slap that shit, but nobody want to go home to that every day. Like, you half in the bed, you waking up and you see that shit, like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
To me, that's for me. I never experienced that. I'm just saying, I can imagine, like, you get out the shower and I'm looking like, what the fuck wrong with her? I'm always in my mind, like, what's wrong with her ass? Like,
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes out there a couple of years.
Come
you know
on.
what I mean?
You know, seriously, now you gotta think about how that's gonna look when you get 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna look sick.
Crazy.
But again, if you want to enhance yourself to make yourself, I know women who done it, and they look better. The enhancement worked. Like, okay, you look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But they're more confident, they're more happy about themselves. Cool, I think us as men, we kind of just like, we just kind of just sitting on flaws. Like, if I got big ass ears, I got big ass ears. Like, I ain't about to get my ears cut off or get them cut down and shit. Like, that's weird,
Yeah. See, on that same subject though, I don't know if you've seen Ocho Cinco. He said he
Oh, yeah,
had
the,
some
the manhood.
yeah, had some work done. He went from 3 to 11. So
Hey,
I mean,
hey man, if you feel like you need to go get some work done to the jump, go ahead and get it in.
Yeah.
Insurance will cover it.
yeah.
So hey, you might disappear for like 3 or 4 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do your thing. If you're not comfortable, again, do whatever makes you feel good. That's how I feel. And just know what you get yourself into once you do it.
Yeah.
Think about it, like how you gonna feel. Because I know people that got the work done and they feel horrible.
Yeah.
Like they got
Facts.
weight loss surgery and they gained the weight back. Like got the fake ass and they their belly big, so you look crazy.
Yeah.
So it just you just gotta know what you get yourself into. I'm a proponent for, and then don't go to Columbia, or not say Columbia, but don't go nowhere that's sketchy.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
People shot in their ass in New York, like don't do no shit like that.
Motherfuckers be going to the
Basically-
DR.
Yeah, the DR. I thought I was gonna say
Right.
not Columbia, but the DR, like getting the jump, niggas shooting semen in your ass, and
That's crazy.
dog, come on, man, like dog, that's not it.
Yo.
Yeah, this is mad dangerous though, because
Very
people
dangerous,
be
man.
like dying on the
you
table
been down
and
the
all
table.
that.
Come on,
Like,
bro.
he ain't trying to.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Fuck around and get kidnapped out that bitch.
Come on now,
Not
sex
come back.
traffic, yeah.
Or they take a kidney or something. They
no
They
bullshit.
put ice.
Shit.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm gonna just whatever flaws I have, I'm gonna sit on them and be, hey, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
I seen this other joint too. It's kind of side note, still
Okay.
same on topic, but there's this trend going around. I don't know if we can call it a trend or whatever, but there's a thing going around of like women saying that certain things that men do are considered sus.
Like gay?
Yeah.
I seen one.
Really?
Jump, I
Yeah.
seen one jump.
All type of shit.
Wow.
Yeah, all type of shit. Literally, like there was one where a chick was like, if a man runs in the rain,
That's suspect.
that's sus.
Sus.
A brother can't run in the rain no more.
I seen another jump where shorty was like, if a guy got an umbrella.
That's sus. Umbrellas.
It's sassy.
Damn, you
I
can't
seen,
even
like,
wear an
I
umbrella.
seen another jump where shorty was like,
It was a rainstorm, like.
come on, bro, you gotta thug it. She was like, wear a jacket. You don't need an umbrella. Wear a jacket.
See, my theory is you still.
It was another joint where shorty was like, if a guy fall asleep in a car with another guy, that's sus. Like if your homie driving you home and you fall asleep in the car.
Damn, that's cold, man. We can't do shit,
Yeah,
man.
we can't do nothing.
You can't go to sleep in the car.
No.
But that brings up the shit we was talking about earlier with men, black men losing interest in black women. Do you think those type of ideologies are part of the reason
100%.
why?
That shit sounds idiotic. And like I was gonna say, like I don't listen to women like that. I hear women, but I listen to what I know. When I have a father in my life, so my dad has already given me the blueprint on fatherhood, and I listen to other black men that I, been around for years. Like so, to hear some shit like that, it's like that shit sounds stupid. I'm not even gonna entertain that. That's a different type of ideology and mentality that I'm not gonna choose a woman that thinks like that.
Right.
So we
Right.
can we can still have a conversation and be cordial, but if I'm single and you talking like that, then yeah, me and you not gonna work out because if it's raining outside, I'm gonna get an umbrella.
I mean, bro, like what are we talking about?
I mean, I'm missing somebody there a little rain. Yeah, I might run, but dog, if I got a suit on,
Right.
I'm coming from school. I gotta put like.
Come on, bro.
You ever had a soggy suit jacket? Like that's
Yeah,
insane.
nah.
Like, bro, we just left the bar. I'm drunk as a bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
passed out in my man's.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'd have been sleeping in my nigga car before.
Come
Or
on,
just
bro.
falling asleep on the way.
Or just
Yeah,
whatever.
like-
We got a long drive. I don't know,
Yeah,
take a
like
nap.
bro, I can't take a nap beside my brother. Like, what we talking about?
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, you
But
can't
again, I think people just like to say shit. Like they just want to say things that are derogatory towards men. I think they've been. But a lot of time, I don't want to be too controversial, but a lot of time I think it's misguided. Like they look at like I haven't made it this point. A lot of their gripes are with white men. They don't really want to take that argument out really with white men. They getting paid. They get underpaid. They're not getting underpaid by a black man. They're not really like I haven't advanced in my job. And yeah, the white man's holding you back in a certain instance.
Yeah.
The person that you should be angry at is that person, not a black man. Like, what are we doing to hurt you? Like, okay, you may date a guy that just didn't work out. I dated plenty of women that didn't work out with.
Right.
Plenty.
That doesn't.
That's
turn
not going to
into
deter me to
this-
say I
right.
think black women or blah blah blah. I'm just gonna put myself in keep myself in the game and say, yeah, I believe in black women. I would tell myself these things, while I was, that's why I laugh at Kevin Gates. Like, I was doing the whole semen retention thing prior to because the older dude put me on like
I never heard that.
semen retention. It's a
Yeah,
real thing.
Not, yeah.
It's more or less like on a Buddhist level. It's like different type of religion. It's more of a Islamic type thing. So I was 5%. I was like doing 5%, nation type thing. So my mind was in a different place. Like I would write things down, my goals that I wanted. I would say them daily. Like so those things, those positive affirmations.
That's real.
I did that work for that year and a half to just really work on myself. So when I identified that the woman I want, and before my lady I was even with now, I had a couple that was really solid. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work out though. But it was up to me. Like they were solid.
Yeah.
So I was identifying what I needed to have. Like okay.
Yeah.
But the woman I'm with now, man, I can be myself. I can speak freely. I ain't got to bite my tongue. I can walk in the house and say what I gotta say, and it's not gonna fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
And that's when somebody that has unconditional love for you. She can check me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buck on her like, okay, you checking me, all right. Let me revise what I'm saying and what I'm doing, okay? Well, you are right about that.
Yeah.
I think we don't do that enough, letting each other know, you were right about that. I was wrong about these things. I've learned to do those things more or less and not to be insecure. Not to want to argue and want to fuss at you and, that come with time. I've been with her for 6 years, so that come with It come with time. It come with that, staying that same frequency, that same vibration. And it's hard to find the right jump, man. It's not easy. I don't know why people act like it's easy. Like when you live with somebody forever, to be with somebody forever, the rest of your life, so to speak. Bruh, I'm only 37 years old. I feel like I have a lot more time to go. Yeah. But to feel like I'm gonna find that in the my first couple years of my 20s, it's unrealistic.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
I haven't really even experienced heartbreak or what a woman really needs or being accountable or really, women love when a man is really, whatever I say I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go do it. Yeah. Like that's one thing I realized. Like a lot of times men sell dreams to women and they don't ever follow up on them shits. They get let down, they get disappointed. You said you're gonna do this, or you said you're gonna do that. I don't feel protected, and that's a lot of the times. They're great. I listen to women, but I don't get my information from them to follow as a blueprint because I'm a man for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for a reason, the same way you're here for a reason. I don't tell you, I think women should be doing this or I think women should be doing that. Nah, do what you want. Hope your mom told you and gave you that guidance before. Right. So if you decide to walk outside with some wild shit on, I'm gonna be like, damn, she fat as a fool. That's it. Right. So I'm gonna do though. I'm not gonna say, hey, how you doing? Can I, want to go on it? I'm like, that's not somebody I take off my mom. Right. My mom gonna say, Mike, what's wrong with you? You all right? You know what I'm saying? We don't do that in this family because that's a standard she already set.
Yeah.
Once I bring a woman home, she knows. My mom knows that. Oh, this is probably somebody that I should really, pay attention to because he's serious. Yeah. So a lot of women never met my mom that dated me. They never met my mom ever.
Real shit.
They might see my dad, kicking it at my crib or something, or washing the car or something, but they never met moms. It's a different level. She get final say so. So if she give me the wink, like, she give me the, oh yeah, okay, I'm good now. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm comfortable. And my mom and my fiance hit it off like that. Nice. First time, fire. So yeah, it's a definitely good thing. Good feeling.
Dope. Yeah. Dope. So you wanna? We got this one last little segment we're gonna get into.
Okay, word.
We're rocking for about an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got this segment called "Cancel It or Keep It," or "Keep It or Cancel It."
Okay.
Right. We're gonna name some things. You know what I'm saying, and you feel like you either want to keep it, cancel it. You know what I mean? Okay. Moissanite, like moissanite diamonds, fake jewelry.
Oh,
whatever.
Fake jewelry. Man, I've had a lot of fake jewelry and real jewelry. So you definitely can. You said what? Keep it.
Keep it or cancel it. Whichever.
Keep it. I think the fact that ball till you make it.
Shout out Mike, bro.
Yeah, ball till you make it, man. Like I wore a lot of fake shit. People didn't know was fake. Replica type Jones, but until I decided to meet a real jeweler and really, being able to afford it. Yeah, I had the fake G.O.A.T watch, nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
I had like a Nike chain that had like moissanite or what was it back in the day was
Cuba
zirconia. Yeah.
See, and I'm not. This is my thing, right? I'm not opposed to fake jewelry, right?
Yeah.
I'm opposed. I'm just like you said about the surgeries. If it looks good,
it looks good,
right? But I don't like fake jewelry that looks fake.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you playing yourself.
You feel me? Like you got this super crazy bust down chain, whatever. Yeah. It's like, all right, bro. Like,
yeah, we know that you didn't buy that from a jeweler.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like
really bust down
papers?
party.
You got papers for this?
Yeah.
I mean, but who asking? Who? You
No,
know,
no, I'm not
you know what
asking. I'm just saying, no, just like you said, do what you do.
You do what you do.
Do what you do.
As
Do
long
what
as
you
it look
do.
good.
It don't move me whether or not it's real or not. But I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not gonna have the big bust down fake.
Cartier
whatever.
Joe.
I'm about to get me something.
For 500?
I'd rather
I need me
look.
something.
I'd rather
man.
do the if I'm gonna do like the fake. I'd rather do the subtle fake gold plated joint.
Yeah, that. Or like, you get the Swarovski crystals. Like, it's many
Or-
things
yeah,
you
right.
can do, bro. Like,
Right.
people just don't, again, unless you go to a jeweler and sit down and talk, you just not going to know. Most people don't know what a real diamond looks like if it was right in front of their face. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
so
fact.
people can sell you bullshit you don't even know. No paperwork with your shit. Like, everything I got on, I have documentation I can show you. This where I got this from. I got this from here. You
You know
know.
what I'm saying? And look, and there's a sense of pride in that, though.
It is, though.
There's a
It
sense
is.
of pride in being able to do that.
Is that important though?
It's not. For me as a grown person, because I want to possibly one day, you get appraised, you can sell it.
True.
Like, I can melt this down and really, it can
Right,
really
right,
be some money in my pocket.
And again, you're right. It don't matter, but it's an ego thing too. Like you said, like,
Yeah.
bro, I can show my paperwork. I can melt my
Yeah,
shit
I
down.
can melt my shit down.
My shit really of value. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it got value too. It's just lesser value than the diamond.
That's it? Yeah, it does. Like, all gold, I learned this, all gold can melt down to a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even 10 karat,
Right.
14, you know, you can't really
That's
wear
what I'm
21
saying.
soft. It's too soft, but
But the moissanite, what you I mean? That ain't gonna have no value after you. The bust down moissanite Cardi. I
Less
mean, that ain't.
value than the. Still has value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
value,
Hey,
man.
look, man. To,
less
do what
value.
you do. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta
Just
do,
know
bro.
If you see me with some shit on, man, my shit real, bro.
That's
Okay?
right. Damn right.
That shit
Goddamn
real.
all right.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
For shizzle.
So Chuck E. Cheese, keep it or cancel it.
Oh, man. I've never been a fan of Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm gonna cancel it.
I was about to say, bro, I think I've been once.
Me
in my
too.
entire
Maybe
life.
2 times, 3 times, maybe.
Bro, I went with my niece like a month ago. It is not the same at all.
I heard Chucky was skinny.
He is. He is.
Nigga done lost weight.
There was no extras either. It was just him.
Just him.
It was just him. They do
Oh, they know wild out.
they do the dance differently, and it's like $30 a kid. I'm like, bro,
$30? Oh
it's
no.
expensive.
We
bro.
going to CC's Pizza and,
You feel-
go crazy. You heard?
Bro.
Fuck out of here, y'all. Tripping.
CC's the shit.
Yeah, I love CC's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never gonna ever. I'm not ever gonna stop going to them for sure.
They still got the cinnamon rolls. The cinnamon
Yes, they
rolls?
do. I'm gonna tell you, though. I know I'm old, but man, I used to have a soup back in the day.
Soup.
They
Chicken
did
noodle
though. I
soup.
do remember that. Actually.
That
remember
shit
that.
used
They
to
used to have
rock.
the soup.
I used to have the soup before I would eat anything.
Yo,
crazy.
that's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
said
Get the palate
soup?
right.
Yeah.
Chicken
they
noodle soup.
did.
Chicken
Yep.
noodle soup.
Hot too. It would be hot. Especially if you don't know it was on Laburnum.
LeBron, yes sir.
Yeah.
He's
I
right.
used to go to that joint all the time. But I was
Soup was on the end where the salads and shit at.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he had
you
a
barely-
salad bar. He
Mhm.
had a whole
You barely
salad
even,
bar.
man, that shit used to be so good, dog. I would get like 2 cups of soup and then I would go crazy with the pizza.
That was
Then,
yeah.
then smoking some cinnamon buns in my pocket on the way out.
Yeah. Niggas
easy
be
call.
smoking them joints
No,
out.
for sure.
Like, for
Yeah,
sure.
I used to put a whole pallet of napkins, just
No
all that
bullshit.
boom,
Yeah.
right in the hoodie, out of here.
Yeah.
Them bitches used to. But if I was ever, God forbid, right? If I was ever on death row and they gave me my final meal,
Gotta say one of them jumps.
CC's
Get
cinnamon
cinnamon
rolls.
roll.
I need a box of CC
Yeah,
cinnamon
real
rolls.
talk
bro.
though.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, that's cold though.
The Richmond nightlife, keep it or cancel it.
I don't even think we even have a nightlife, to be honest with you.
That's what I wanted you to say.
It's not really a nightlife anymore.
I said somebody just got shot down in Chaco like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But that's,
City just closed.
yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, did
like,
it?
yes,
What?
You know what I'm saying? I think somebody was telling me they had new management, and then it's just
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's the same.
spiraled. I don't think people be paying their taxes and shit or whatever. Like I don't know what
Yeah, what be the
it be lit. They're like I watch from a distance. Like damn, this shit lit. Like
I mean, well, I've heard a lot of promoters in cities and other establishments, bro. They just do bad business.
yeah, they do.
Acts come down, and either they don't get their back end,
Oh, no, that's
or
crazy.
the shit don't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
They're not
been.
selling enough tickets.
You feel me? There's been like complaints about just like the way people do business in the city for a long time.
I do agree.
And that too, like niggas don't be having permits and niggas don't be, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas be bullshitting, man.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
telling you, they gotta stop that stuff, bro.
Yeah,
So-
we're
so-
cutting corners.
so-
Yeah, you
cancel
can't cut
it?
corners, man. For sure, cancel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to a nice bar. Go somewhere out of town. You know, I'm always been a proponent for going. I love going to DC. Back in the day, like Club Dream, like the park, like different lounges and stuff like that. I like to do stuff like that. I've never been like a Richmond partier like that. You know, I mean, I didn't have a nice day, and
Yeah,
I used to go to
right.
white people bars. To be honest with
Have a
y'all,
nice day. That's a memory right there.
like the white people bars used to be lit. I'm telling you,
Off the hookah.
Be off
off the hookah, all that. I used to go to all them gyms, man, and just be in there chilling, like,
Yeah, man.
you know, that was my type of vibe. Or the house parties at the crib.
Yeah. I just feel like any establishment that's giving off the club vibe in the city just doesn't last.
Nah.
Like I feel like we're a
Stadium.
we're a great bar town.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Get you a nice bar, get you a
Yeah.
nice meal.
Right.
But
right.
it's a club now. You say either they're doing bad business, people getting shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just, I don't know, man. 534 was the shit at 1.2.
Hey, man, we
Come on now.
We had a time.
A time in
last
534.
night, bruh.
What?
Those are the
Go from
days.
534.
Cyberlink was it Cuban Cyberlink?
Cyberlink.
Cyberlink, yeah.
Cyberlink, Sahara.
Sahara, yeah,
I
bro.
was just about to say, nigga, that was the move.
Right there, yeah. It was a little.
Restricted.
That's what I said. It was a little.
Yep.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
go to Sahara, then to IHOP. This
Yeah,
back when
the
IHOP
Yeah,
was 24
IHOP,
hours.
yeah.
You know,
Oh man, I remember that.
crazy.
My shit was Waffle House for sure.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, same.
You know.
We used to.
Get that all-star breakfast.
That All Star, man. Oh, that
Sure,
omelet.
now, man.
Damn, though, that omelet used to hit late. I'd be in
Man.
there fried, bro.
Bruh. The nights.
Bruh.
Me and that Joe.
I'm getting flashbacks right now.
Me
bro.
too.
Bullshit. Niggas in that bitch till 5 a.m.
Come
bro.
on, man. The sun coming up.
Come on, bro.
That's why I said you can't see with your homeboy car. That's on the car.
Right, like, nigga, what?
Like,
Right.
Nigga, we both might be
get a couple
sleeping this
Z's,
bitch.
like, yo, let me get right in the exact. Like,
Nigga,
Yeah, we ain't
what?
trying to drive drunk. Let's take a
let me
quick power nap.
Nobody's trying to drive drunk, man. Let me get for sure.
Fucking weak. Damn, I got one more question, right? Then I
Okay.
got another keep or cancel, and then we gonna sign off, all right?
Cool.
I meant to ask this earlier, but so should a woman that's HIV positive reveal their status before dating?
It's a heavy one first. Damn.
It is
Oh
heavy.
man. I mean, to me, it's tough because as soon as you tell somebody you got HIV, they ain't gonna fool with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm all about honesty, so God forbid a young lady has it or a gentleman has it, say it. Just let somebody know, like, cause I know people that not people personally, but people in the news have revealed it, and they got killed. Like,
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm saying? It's just killed them because they just didn't let them know what was going on. You know, so yeah, I'm a proponent of telling the truth. So yeah, please just let somebody know, man.
Yeah, nah, I agree.
Let somebody know. Don't be out here just slinging the junk at
That's crazy.
you wild. You ain't even telling nobody at all.
I seen
The dude's trying to go raw. That's a fact.
like, come on, the video I'm basing it off though. The shorty was justifying why she didn't have to reveal. It was a girl basically who was HIV positive, and she was saying that she doesn't need to reveal her status because she has a sense of privacy. She has just because she's HIV positive doesn't mean that's her personal information. That's her. You dig what I'm saying?
So you still having sex though? That's the one that I would have to ask her. Like, are you still having sex?
That wasn't
dating.
asked to
You
her.
could date, but if we're not doing anything intimate, okay, I can respect that.
Her point was like, if there was any other disease, she wouldn't have to,
Disclose.
she wouldn't have to disclose her status. Like if she was
HIV
diabetic.
is such a lifetime type situation.
Come on,
though.
bro,
So you gotta let somebody know that, man. Like, that's like if I got monkeypox, like,
Come on,
gotta
bro.
let niggas know. If I got COVID, I'm like, I done came and sat down,
Right.
yeah, you gotta let people know, man.
Right.
Like, bro, I got caught, got COVID or whatever. People deserve to know, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Before they want to deal with you. That's just for me. That's like if I spent 10 years in jail for stealing.
Right. Or murder.
Murder,
Like,
yeah.
like,
I'm just kicking it with you like you have no idea. Like,
But
man,
now
we
you
can't.
met me and I'm doing landscaping.
Come
and
on
I
now.
don't tell you.
Zero. I used to be a scammer or anything.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
Yeah. Those that goes back to that being honest, having a good foundation, and being on equally yoked. Like this, having a reciprocity back and forth, giving each other that freedom to say I'm cool or So yeah, I think as an adult you would want to be upfront.
Real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real talk.
that's real.
One last thing before we get out of here, right? One last keep it or cancel it. And I feel like I know your answer, but we're gonna do it anyway. So keep it.
Find the candidate again.
Keep it or cancel it. New generation music. Are we keeping it or canceling it? So when I say new generation, let's say anything. Let's say anything post COVID. Let's do that.
19?
5, 6 years. The past 5, 6 years.
Keeping it or canceling it? very complex. I'm gonna keep it because I think young people deserve to have a voice, even though their voice may not be the voice that I think they should be having. At least they're able to verbalize and say how they feel.
Yeah.
But I think the industry has been controlled. You know, I think that Spotify and Apple Music, they've all done a job of
100%.
consolidating and really canceling out, you know, development of artists and all this type of thing. So it's a game. You know, you guys got to know what you get into. Like I think artists should be having vinyl and merch, and that's the way you get your bread and work that road and try to get on those different shows, because you sign that deal, man, they gonna try to run you to the coals, and they're gonna control every venue you go to through Live Nation. They got partnership with Live Nation.
Yep.
They control all that shit.
Right, yeah.
So you say, I don't want to go do this gig. Okay, well, you're not gonna do no more gigs.
Right,
Yep.
All that shit is cut off. We need you to do 5 weekends. Like 5 in a row weekends today. Like, we need you to do 2 shows in Seattle and then fly back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's why people get this exhausted, you know. But that's the game you have to play if you want to be in that realm.
Yeah.
So just know what you're getting yourself into if you're gonna do it.
Nah, that's good.
But I think they deserve to have a voice here. I just don't want them to be caught up, you know. Like, I look at OK Osiris, his name?
YK.
YK Osiris, talented brother. I think he got caught up in the industry.
He did.
Yeah.
You know, they got him. You know,
he's a great example of that, because he was actually really talented.
really talented.
Bro. He was fired.
I was like, bro, this brother can really sing. I thought G.O.A.T had an opportunity to really, you know, make his name known, but just
see, but he's a great example of, you know, A, consistency, and B, just finding your way. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, like when he first came out, he was like doing a bunch of different covers.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Remixes,
Right.
yeah.
And just like you said, people didn't really like find his place, like where he fit for real. And he just kind of made his own lane. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I agree, bro. But I agree too. I think I say this all the time. The biggest thing that I learned from like the new niggas is just the confidence of doing whatever.
Definitely.
Like these niggas don't care.
At
you
all.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
At all.
Right.
They don't care if it's mixed right. They don't care if it sounds
You 100%
crazy.
right about that.
Bro, they gonna do it, and they gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they gonna do 10, 20 videos to that one song.
True.
They gonna, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, that's what I love the most about this shit. See, I agree, bro. Keep this shit.
Yeah, you have to, because even though the voice, they may grow. You know, I was hoping, again, that y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about Lil Yachty. I don't like Lil Yachty.
How did I know you was gonna say? Go ahead, though.
So crazy.
I hate Lil Yachty. But I think he has an opportunity to grow to be a better artist. I think he's gotten better over time.
He has though.
So I have to give him his credit. You know, I don't like him as an artist. Again, I'm not playing Lil Yachty in the car, but his development as an artist has gotten better.
Ooh, that's it.
And as a writer, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can respect him more.
Yeah.
He's gotten older.
That's a great.
So they deserve opportunity to get older, you know, and then you know, it might turn into something a little better than it was when it first started.
Yeah.
Who's more? All right. They asked these kids on the college campus who was better, Lil Yachty or Pusha T.
You asking me?
Most of the people who were asked the question, they said Lil Yachty.
Really? Wow.
How do you feel about that?
I just think they probably haven't heard Pusha music. Either this just not haven't done their homework. Like,
I'm gonna give a hot take.
okay,
Lil Yachty might be a more influential artist than Pusha T.
I can see that. Influential wise, I can see that.
Like this.
She got dudes painting their nails.
He's
The colorful beat. Like
he's a
I
bigger
get it.
artist. The image. He's got bigger records.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, influential wise, I think Pusha stayed in that coke lane. You know, that's the drug bar.
That's what I don't.
He's
And
never
again,
gonna stretch out, you know, and be somebody different. I don't think it's never gonna happen.
and just like you said though, like those kids, they never really heard Pusha T, but I think the reason why they never heard
Because
Pusha
he
T,
wanted that bigger artist.
he wanted that big, and he was caught in that niche of doing this. You know, I mean, you got to be a certain type of fan to appreciate
Of course.
Pusha T.
Yeah,
feel
you're
what
not
I'm
gonna catch
saying?
those bars if you haven't. I never was in the streets, but I know street niggas. I know street people. So I can kind of, you know, I kind of study different genres of music anyway. So like even before like knowing what a bird is, that's something that just like a you know a typical jargon that you learn in the streets.
And Pusha T have a whole bar about
On a bird, yeah.
birds flocking, the doves
Come on now,
come to
that's
the,
so intricate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the basis of what why I fuck with him. 'Cause I think he's a, intricate rapper. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I can see that. Influential wise, Lil Yachty for sure.
Yeah, rapping, he not touching. He not.
Not rapping. No,
But initially, I felt like I was like, damn, what? Nigga,
Right.
But then I had to think about it. I'm like, damn, well,
I can see it.
I mean, there's a point there.
Even his writing with the City Girls
That too.
needs to be commended.
Yeah.
Like those, he penned some good records, man. I was like, Lil Yachty with that shit.
Come on, man. And Yachty put people on, like the Caribou chick.
Yeah.
Fucking,
The Concrete Boys.
Come on, man.
Whoever else.
He was part of that whole QC movement
that wave,
with
yeah.
Migos and you know what I'm saying.
Agreed. I think he helped with some writing, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Composing some different hooks or whatever. You know, so yeah. I'm not gonna say shout out to you, Lil Yachty though.
Shout out Yachty.
I was about to
Lil Bo.
Lil Bo. Shout out Lil Bo, man.
Shout out Lil Boat, man. Lil
Yo,
Boat.
when he cut his hair, fam, he looked crazy.
Yeah, he did look crazy.
He looked sick as hell.
He do look crazy though.
Like he looked in the mirror and was like, yeah, I'm about to. I'm like Bernie Mac today.
Jangole.
And Luther Vandross. Like that shit crazy.
Yeah, he looking crazy.
But yeah, you said you had one more keep it to cancel it?
Yeah, so the phrases, no Diddy, pause.
Okay.
Keep it or cancel it,
Keep it. I'm with that. I'm from the era.
Keep it.
Pause all day. Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh at a couple times, I was ready to pause. And I was like,
ready. You should have.
I let it slide. I don't want to be childish today. Yeah. It's a game for us back in the day.
Yeah.
I never been a no homo type person because I never wanted to offend nobody. I feel like that was kind of offensive.
Okay.
I got gay friends. So I don't never want to be like no homo. Like, But pause is something I think against that Dipset era. Like,
you ever seen Lord Jamar? You know Lord Jamar.
Yeah, of course.
You seen his take on it, on the whole.
Yeah, I respected his take 100. Like, why would I be in that mentality
of thinking
gay stuff?
Shit.
Like, I get it.
I think it's just some funny shit.
It's funny shit. We
It's
just
just
do.
funny
It's childish men sometimes.
Right, exactly.
Some things I'm just not gonna let go. I don't give a fuck how old I get. Like, I'm just not letting that go.
That's funny.
Sue me, whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm just not letting it go.
It's
Like,
funny.
I'm gonna continue to say pause.
Right.
If you, I'm like, oh, this is wild shit. If you say, yeah, that nigga long, or anything in that realm, that nigga stick, I'm like, huh?
Yo, come on, bro.
You could be talking about long pass. You could be talking about, anything. I've heard men on talking about Saquon Barkley's legs. His legs are big. Like, huh?
Right.
What you mean his legs are big? What you talking about?
Right.
But I get it though. Sometimes I like to be childish. Sometimes I feel like I'm serious all the time. So
Loose
gotta cut loose every now and then.
Yeah.
Are you
it's funny.
a pause person or a no Diddy person?
I'm pause.
Pause.
I'm gonna do the no Diddy like that.
Okay.
I'm not really been a fan of Diddy ever.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
I'm a JD fan.
Okay, yeah,
I've never been a fan of Diddy.
Okay.
Never.
Wow.
Well, I will say this. I think JD is definitely much more talented than Diddy. Like I feel like JD's actually writing. He's actually producing. He's actually
he's at the computer.
Yeah, he's actually doing shit.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
I
saying?
think that Puff, it goes back to that thing with Clive Davis, and he was groomed to do the stuff he's doing now. I think that what really hurt me was the contract shit with the locks. That was the first time that I was like, yo, son on some bullshit.
Yeah.
When the locks came out and was like that their publishing was in his mom's name, I was like, you can do that?
That's crazy.
Whoa, he took their publishing and put it in his mom's name.
Crazy.
The shit with Biggie, I heard about the shit how he did Mace. It was just how he did 112, Carl Thomas, Faith. Those things. How you did Miss Wallace, she passed on, and she never really got her money like
Crazy.
that.
Crazy.
You didn't really give the Hitman their due. Easy Mo B, Stevie J. All these people were Chucky Thompson.
Yeah.
He single pen, married whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they never really got their due because it was all about you.
Yeah.
When 112 came to Bad Boy, that whole first album was done. He acted like he took credit for like songs because he rearranged two bars or whatever.
Yeah.
No, their whole album was done already when it came to you. They was a finished product.
Wow.
But you have a way of just trying to make sure you can get points on the album and all these type of things. Yeah, I never really liked Diddy ever, man. I never have.
Fuck Diddy, yeah.
Do you feel like what's happening to him is you think he's being set up, or do you think it's just?
I think he's being set up for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. I think the Diageo thing, was the thing that kind of
with
tipped it
Ciroc
over.
and shit,
Big time. Like people don't even drink Ciroc no more. They play themselves, in my opinion. But when a black man's trying to get ownership, with DeLeon, he's like, why are you trying to promote Casamigos more than I'm the one that really put y'all on the map. Like don't play with me like I'm not really him. He really. Nobody was drinking Ciroc until Puff stood beside that
That's
shit.
a fact.
And then he got the DeLeon joint, and they just was like, nah, we're not gonna really promote it like that.
And if I'm not mistaken, Ciroc was around for a while.
It was for a minute, like 15 years.
Yeah.
Easy. I would see the neighborhood store. So I'm like, I was like, this is Ciroc. I was like, oh, okay. So when I remember going to, try for the first time, he sold that shit, dog.
Like a motherfucker.
Bro, a salesman like a fool, but yeah, I just never liked his. I'm not a big J fan. Like, I just don't like the way they do business. Unfortunately.
So is Diddy innocent?
Nah, not innocent. Not innocent at all. I think he's somebody that, like, even though the Kurt Barrow shit, early on, Kurt Barrow is somebody that was a partner with Bad Boy in the beginning. He made him do a bunch of sexual stuff, Yeah, to him, like, that's about power. Taking, Buck, you just buck broke him. Basically, just took his manhood in certain instances. Yeah.
Wow.
Made him sign over 30-some% of the company, all type of stuff, man. He's a bully. Yeah. I would have hurt him. That's just for me.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't live with myself as a man. Knowing those things that transpired. So
yeah, no, there's a lot of stories of just like different little shit that Diddy's done. How like he's really a feared guy.
Yeah, he is. He's in the streets though, like
100%. But his dad was like
a street dude,
Frank Lucas's driver or some crazy shit like that. Yeah.
Street dude. He was a snitch too.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But he was heavy in the streets though, like big time, like one of them ones. So that's where I think Puff kind of has that moniker, and I think the older people he was, still mobbing with, they was holding him down like Wolf. Those people passed on down.
Yeah.
Gene Deal, shout out to Gene Deal.
C Gutter.
Yeah.
All them motherfuckers.
Real talk. Yeah. They were really, really in the streets for real.
That's why the whole shit with the dude Keefy D.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo. Keefy D was saying that so Keefy D is the dude that killed Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Larry Anderson.
Yeah,
uncle.
Right. He was basically saying that like that Diddy had put a hit out because Diddy had ties with the Crips. Keefy D was a Crip, so on and so forth. Diddy had put up some money on Pac head, and initially that's why Keefy D, niggas was going at Pac. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy called the hit off.
Yep.
Diddy had called the hit off last minute type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because he didn't want to pay the money.
Right. Wow. But yeah, no, that was a thing. Like,
real thing.
Yeah, he had a hit on Pac for me.
So again, like you said, I don't think he's innocent. I just think they finally came after him because of disrespect. He really stood on some shit like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm letting y'all know y'all don't really control it. Like, he was feeling himself, but they just learned him a little bit. They gonna teach you like, hey, we run this thing for real.
He probably
you either participate and do what we tell you to do, or you're gonna be thrown to the wayside. So that's kind of what we're saying now, I think.
I think the craziest part about it is like even if he does beat this, his reputation is done.
Yeah, bro. People don't realize he didn't release his last album, the R&B joint.
The Love joint.
The Love joint. It wasn't even on Bad Boy. It's on another subsidiary company.
Really?
Right. It wasn't even on Bad Boy. That whole Bad Boy brand is gone. All that money he was made, that's why he started managing artists because they couldn't make no more money. Bro, it's so intricate and deep, bro. Like, that's what I nerd out over. You know what I'm saying? So
dang, I need a hip hop history pod or something, man, just to get because some shit I do know, but I don't be.
Man, I just try to do a lot of stuff I didn't know either. I just try to do my homework.
Thank you for rocking the hat, man.
Oh man, that's baby.
This was not planned
Oh,
either.
get one today.
Brand,
today.
I actually got the Always Sunny in Virginia shirts. They on the way. We're about to launch these pre-orders
Come on,
for
man.
them joints.
Everyone to buy shirts on the website.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We all merched up.
That's right.
Yeah, right. But I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. This has been the Don't Mind Me podcast.
Don't Mind Me podcast, baby.
Your boy Fresh Who, my dog Bobby B. We'll get back with y'all, man.
Charles Shador, you're.